There's been a bunch of new watch releases the past couple weeks, and this is a recap of the highlights. The Preventer HD12 is Hanhart's latest addition to the Pioneer series. The German brand is best known for their pilot chronographs with the red marker on the rotating timing bezel. The new HD12 has the looks of both a pilot watch and a field watch. Anyone who loves the Rolex Explorer will like this piece. It balances dressy and sporty design cues really well, and the red tip seconds hand keeps the signature Hanhart style alive. The HD12 refers to a new steel that's been developed by the brands, and the Preventor marks its debut. To put simply, carbon is diffused directly into the steel through a hardening process that allows it to have a softer interior. Hanhart says this prevents the steel from becoming brittle. There's also a PVD coating adding to the scratch resistance. The HD12 is available in black and blue dial colors and is powered by the Sellita SW200 automatic Swiss-made movement. The dimensions are spot on and right in that sweet spot for a lot of people. 39 millimeters across, 10.5 millimeters thick, and only 46 millimeters lug to lug. Screw down crown, sapphire crystal with the anti-reflective coating on the underside, and it's priced at $1160 or $1370 with the bracelet. The Moser Cie and Studio Underd0g Project Passion is a pair of watches and a price that is the most expensive watch we're looking at today. So if the $64,900 price doesn't scare you away, they're quite unique and a cool pair of watches. The Moser watch is the latest addition to the brand's ultra-minimalist Endeavor perpetual calendar line. The dial features a purple lacquered base with the second 18-karat yellow gold dial layer on top, with a fume enamel treatment in gold. The movement inside is Moser's hand-wound caliber HMC 800 perpetual calendar, which is a great demonstration of high-level watchmaking and is visible through the sapphire crystal display caseback. The Studio Underdog watch is the first in its 03 series, which is basically the new version of the brand's original watch. It shares the purple and gold color scheme as the Moser, executed in the same way as on the brand's 01 series chronographs like the famous Watermelon, but with a different movement. The 03 series uses a Swiss-made mono-pusher chronograph caliber, the hand-winding Sellita SW510M. The purple and gold color scheme comes from the passion fruit with the intentions to represent the passion of watch enthusiasts. Favre Leuba isn't a brand that I was too familiar with, but looking more into them recently, they have quite the history. They are one of the oldest Swiss watch brands going back to 1737 and has had many twists and turns. They were the first Swiss watch to launch in India, and they've also had a couple really notable watchmaking firsts in the 1960s. The Bathy was the first mechanical dive watch with a depth gauge, and the Biovoc was the first watch with an aneroid barometer. The brand's new Sea Sky chronograph is a tough-looking, cool watch. A modern build, vintage style, and really functional. There's a rotating bezel, tachymeter, and a telemeter scale on the dial. It is available in 3 colorways: brown, blue, and reverse panda, and it's priced at $4,350 to $4,800. They also have a classic 3-hander in the similar style that's priced at $2,450 up to $2,650. With releases like these, they're definitely on my radar, so it's going to be really interesting to see what else they have up their sleeves in the future. Seiko has released a new Marine Master that is a definite head turner, and I suspect will be a big hit with the die-hard Seiko fans. The SLA079 is everything I love about a Seiko dive watch that looks like a tool watch and super rugged. Seiko has kept a lot of the design elements from the original 1968 dial that featured the words professional displayed across the text for the first time. 300 meters of water resistance and a robust build, 42.6 millimeters wide and 13.4 millimeters thick. The case and bracelet both have a hardened coating, and there's also a sapphire crystal. There is a date window placed at the 4:30, which could be hit or miss with some people, but it is blacked out, so it blends nicely into the dial. The new Marine Masters are available in 2 models. SLA079 is the black dial, and SLA077 is the white dial. They are both priced at $2,900. Keeping the Seiko theme with the grand twist, Grand Seiko's SLG W005 resurrects the 45 GS from 1968. It's notably the first GS watch to feature a manually wound movement. The new watch mimics the original's case design down to the hooded lugs and also has a vintage-friendly 38.8 millimeter case with only 10.4 millimeters in thickness. The watch is powered by Grand Seiko's new in-house caliber 9 SA4 movement. It was introduced earlier this year, and it's the brand's first high-beat, hand-wound movement in 50 years. For some technical details, the 9SA4 caliber features twin barrels, an 80-hour power reserve, accuracy of +8 to -1 seconds per day, a dual impulse escapement, 47 joules, and a power reserve indicator on the movement side using a heat blued hand, all of which can be seen through the display case back, and it's priced at $9,700. The Tissot PRX needs no introduction. It was resurrected in 2021, and not to sound dramatic, but it definitely shook the industry. Aside from the AP's Royal Oak, watches with integrated bracelets were not on many people's radar before the PRX, and a surge of competitors hit the market with their own versions. The PRX has a lot of intrigue, and it's a great opportunity for people to get into Swiss automatic watches with really cool design at an attainable price. 3 years later, the brand has decided steel wasn't enough and has added carbon to the collection. The PRX Powermatic 80 Forged Carbon is one tough-looking watch. The case and dial are both made from forged carbon, which is incredibly durable and lightweight. It creates a black swirled pattern that looks really cool. It's paired with the waffle-textured black rubber strap that looks great and the perfect combination. Under the hood, the watch has other upgrades as well. Instead of the standard Powermatic 80 with the Nevachrome hairspring, the new carbon version uses silicone. Although a small detail, silicone is usually reserved by the Swatch Group for their big brands like Blancpain, Longines, and Omega. So it's a nice and unexpected addition. It's priced at $995. The Timex Legacy Tonneau Chronograph is another great example of the brands continuing to reissue classics from their archives. The case is quite interesting and packed with details. Measures 42 millimeters, has a distinct barrel shape that was common in the 70s, a radial sunburst brushing on the top, sign crown with a corkscrew grip, mirror polished pump-style pushers, and numerous carved striations in the case. The dial is equally as nice and packed with retro elements. It features a black and silver reverse panda layout with the chronograph seconds hands and all 3 sub-dial hands in bright red. This classic evil panda dial is paired with a color-matched black date window, a black inner tachymeter bezel, and a contrasting silver minute track. The Timex logo at the 3 o'clock helps keep things symmetrical. The Legacy Chrono is equipped with a black tropic-style rubber strap, and the 50 meters of water resistance is plenty enough for daily wear. The watch is quartz-powered, which may deter some people from picking it up, but there is definitely some advantages to quartz over automatic, one of them being accuracy. It is priced at $229, and if you do purchase it on Timex's website, definitely look for a coupon code. They often have ones between 15 and 20% off. Orient has a lot of watches they are known for, like the Komatsu and the Mako, but when it comes to dress watches, the Orient Bambino is definitely a big star. The Bambino Casual is probably the sportiest and most casual version of the watch we've seen. It keeps the smaller 38mm case size like other recent Bambino releases, but this new version swaps out the leather and mesh straps for a stainless steel bracelet that looks incredible and also offers a push-button security clasp. There are 3 sunburst dials available: green, blue, and copper. Each dial features slender applied hour markers and sharp daphne hands. The lack of Roman numerals or pattern dials keep things simple and versatile. A domed mineral crystal on top and a display case back on the bottom. I love sapphire crystals like everyone else, but there's definitely a cool visual appeal with mineral crystals, especially when it's domed, and I think that's a big reason why Omega still offers mineral on their Speedmaster watch. The new Bambinos are powered by the in-house Orient caliber F6724 automatic movement with a date complication. These come in at $299.